So say hello to this newest eruption that has just started again here in Reykjanes Peninsula in Iceland. Late at night yesterday, 20th of November around 11 PM. Let's together take a look at some of the latest footage, talk about what we know so far, and also discuss what it means for you if you are planning to travel to Iceland anytime soon. So first of all, where is the fissure located this time? Nothing has changed too much from the previous eruptions, and the fissure lies somewhere around here. If we zoom in, it's about 15 kilometers from the airport, only about 3 kilometers from Blue Lagoon, and approximately 30 kilometers from the capital city Reykjavik. And that means that you can actually see it pretty well from the road when driving from the airport or even from Reykjavik. But luckily this time this is a much smaller eruption compared to the previous one, and according to the morning updates, the fissure has actually shrunk to about 1/3 of its original size. And that means that this eruption shouldn't really threaten any important infrastructure in the area. However, as with all of these eruptions, there is a lot of dangerous gases in the area, which is basically the main reason why the Blue Lagoon had to be closed and evacuated last night, and will most likely remain closed for at least a day, and then we'll just have to see how the situation progresses, and we'll probably know more after they evaluate the whole situation, and basically they just have to be sure that everybody visiting the site will be safe. But we can actually just give them a call and see what they have to say. Gondain Jan speaking. I just have a question regarding the volcano situation and when you guys are going to be able to reopen.
We don't know when we're gonna reopen.
Of course.
It's too early
to
tell. Hopefully as soon as possible.
So what is the best way to see the updates? Is it on your website or somewhere else?
Yeah. Now our website is always updated accordingly right away. I recommend to monitor the website. Need any help with your booking to move it or to cancel it? Because you can do it on the website.
Right.
I recommend to do that.
What happens when they have to cancel due to this? Are they going to be fully refunded or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're issuing a full refund for everything.
They can do it all on the website then, yeah?
Yeah, but probably best sending an email still.
So they should just contact you via the email address and you'll take it from there. Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Nobody really knows, what's going to happen next. They just have to see how the situation will evolve and basically go from there. But the good news is that you'll get all your refunds if you have to cancel, and so there's at least that. And so if the Blue Lagoon is closed, which is the best, closest alternative to it, and where can you actually go instead? What I would recommend is to probably just check out Sky Lagoon, which you can find in Reykjavik, about 45-minute drive from the airport. Otherwise, I just want to say, if you are in the area, don't be a fool and don't try to go close to the volcano. As we have experienced the last time during the previous eruption, there are so many people who tried to get across the lava fields closer to the volcano and who actually got lost and had to be rescued by Icelandic rescue teams. Which, if you ask me, is just a complete waste of resources on people like that who completely ignore all the instructions and just give other tourists a bad reputation. So this is just my personal opinion. And so if you wanted to see the eruption responsibly, one of the ways that you can do it is probably use the drone. However, you have to keep in mind that we have a full-on winter in Iceland right now, which means a lot of wind and also cold temperatures, which will definitely limit the reach of your drone. Plus, there is also a lot of air traffic in that space, in that area, and so you cannot really fly too high and you have to be very cautious. And the second best way to see the volcano right now would be probably just from the main road. And if we look at the map of road.is, you can actually see that all the access roads leading to the eruption have been closed. But they'll most likely reopen this part as soon as the Blue Lagoon reopens for visitors too, which will get you much closer, but when exactly that's going to happen, it is still difficult to say. With that said, I'm not making any predictions anymore because I feel like there are always some surprises with these kind of events, and we learn something new every single time they happen. But outside of the Blue Lagoon being closed, it seems like that, for example, the helicopter tours over the eruption area, this is still happening, which is definitely good news. And even though there is quite a price tag on it, this is something that I can recommend. And if you are in Iceland right now, the timing couldn't be better. But other than that, there is still plenty of other things that you can do. Like, for example, you can go whale watching, and I actually have a discount code there, which I'll leave in the description below. And regarding flights to Iceland, there should be really no delays or cancellations because there is really not much smoke coming from the volcano. And so if you are asking yourself if you should actually postpone your trip due to safety reasons and stuff like that, I would say don't do that. It is still completely safe to travel here and there is really nothing that you have to worry about. The only thing that you really have to keep in mind is to just be a reasonable human being and, you know, just respect the instructions of the police and the rescue team, and do not hike to the volcano, or don't do things like do not block the road just to take a picture and stuff like that. And one more thing that I want to mention is that it is simply just difficult to say how long exactly is this event going to last. Like, it could go on for a couple of more days, or it might as well just completely die off by the time I'm finished making this video. And so we just have to wait and see what happens next. And so basically the best thing to do right now is to just watch all the updates on the Icelandic news websites, then websites like safetravel.is, or if you are at home you can also watch the eruption via multiple angles at the live webcams. And I'll of course leave all the links in the description of the video, and I'll